Today we're going to turn this to this. There's much less forward the back motion without actually moving the transmission. There's still a bit of side to side, but I believe that's somewhere else in the line. That doesn't have to do with the bushing we just installed.
Something I found out later while driving the car is this gives a much better feel of the transmission, and you can actually feel the vibrations of the engine through the shifter now.
First step, pop the hood. If you have a stock airbox, you're going to have to remove it. If you have an aftermarket, you may have enough room, but I have the stock one, so I'm going to need to remove it by removing these clamps, which I've done a few times now, and then getting this segment off. Alright, if you have the stock intake, once you remove that part, you can see the shift linkage down there. It's still blocked by the actual airbox, so we're going to have to take that out next. That's simply done by removing all the screws and then popping the airbox out of the compartment. We've gotten all 8 of these screws unscrewed. They don't come out, they actually sit in the top section. You can pull this off, move it off to the side because it's connected there and I'm too lazy to take that out, and that's out of the way enough for me. Now we need to remove the airbox and get down to the shift linkages. Next, remove this Torx bit right here so you can get the rest of the airbox out. It does not come all the way out, but it stops right there. Alright, now that you've cut yourself twice and finally gotten the airbox out by removing this Torx bolt and then pulling it up from the 2 rubber grommets and disconnecting those plastic parts from the actual intake, which just requires pressing it in here, getting this one out, and then just pulling so that the whole thing separates. And then you can slide up the inside part through this, and that feeds through that hole right down there. So once you've taken all that out and you're dripping sweat onto your car, you can now see the shift linkages very clearly right here. Next we need to pop this clip off. Keep track of that bad boy. And slide the shift linkage right off of there. So now we can see our shift linkage. And we need to start getting those parts out of there.
The plastic bushing here should just pop right out when you grab it with the pliers.
Grip on that rubber and peel it all out of there. There are little edge pieces of plastic holding it in, so try to be a little careful, but get all that rubber out of there. Alright, snap those babies in, and since on my kit it doesn't matter which way you do it, just pop them in, snag this clip, and let's put it back on. Alright, so I ran it through all the gears. Shifter feels way better already, and I still have to do this second one up here. Alright, so I've gotten all of the rubber chunks in the center bushing out, and now I need to, since I've put the cylinder on, snap it onto there, put on the lock, and then I'll be set once I put the airbox back on and all of that fun stuff. Once you've got that clip on and everything installed, pop the airbox back on, make sure those grommets seat, tighten up this Torx bit, reconnect all this plumbing, and then look around, make sure you're not forgetting half of the car. Looks good. Put this back on, which we didn't actually have to take off, so I'm gonna pop this back on, screw it back down, put the air pipe back on, and we'll be good to go.
Overall, I strongly recommend installing this mod. It's very inexpensive, and the feel that it gives you of your car is such an improvement over the stock. If you like your car and being able to feel the engine and the transmission through the shifter, then this mod is definitely for you.